What's up, everybody? Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Dominguez Arts, and today we're going to be diving into another interesting tutorial. Today we're going to be working on designing a YouTube background banner. So let's get into it, guys. All right. So we have here the dimension. I have here the dimension of the YouTube background banner, and I'm just going to show you guys real quick. Let me have this in pixels. So yeah, we have something like 1707 width by 282 height. Let's just leave the resolution to 72. Usually I design my artworks with a resolution of 300, but for the purpose of this, I think we should just leave it at 72 because either way it's not supposed to be too big. All right, so based on the idea I want to create, I just want to create something like a really interesting display collage of a couple of my artworks, a few of my artworks. So I just want the background very simple. When anyone gets to my channel, they know, all right, this person is a graphic designer. So yeah, we're just gonna get to it. Over here I have a few of my projects, just a very few projects I've worked on over the last couple of years, or say within a few years. So yeah, I'm just gonna be using this few just to show the diverse kind of artworks I do, from cartoon artworks to musical artworks to flyers and logos, so yeah, just the general stuff. So I'm gonna be using images from here. All right, so let's get back to Photoshop. All right, so what we're going to do here is create a guide to have our images. So we are just gonna come to view, and we click on new guide layout. Usually you could change the value here to as many or as few as you want, but I think I would just go for 14 of these. It's 14 an ideal number. Let's see, because I still want the images to be quite visible. So yeah, let's do 10. Let's do 10 at least. I want the images to still be visible, to an extent, even while being on the background. So yeah, I think we are gonna go for 10. All right. So the next thing we're gonna do is create a group or create a layer where I always like having things in a group. So I'm just gonna create a group here, and I'll name it picture layers. Mind you, whatever you name your group or your layers, it doesn't really matter as long as you remember it, and yeah. All right, so I'm just gonna create the first layer. I'm gonna create a couple of layers. The idea of what I want to do is that I want to have all of my images like on this background in a collage form, but with a little bit of twist, with some level of interesting vibes given to it. So I'm just going to come here and create a couple of layers, right? Change that to pixels. I'm just going to use the grid lines to create me a couple of layers, and I'll change the colors each time I'm creating a new layer, just to make sure that I am not lost. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and create a new layer anytime we want to put in the layer within this lines. So new layer, change of color. Now I know this might be some kind of stressful process, but trust me, it's a process actually, and at the end of it, it's worth it. So just pay attention. I'm just going right now all about picking random colors, whichever color. If you are following this tutorial trying to do your own, if you're trying to recreate the same thing, just so whatever color you choose on these backgrounds, they really don't matter, because we are going to be covering them up all in a second. We are going to be creating a clipping max effect with the pictures. So yeah, the colors don't really matter. You could have them on white actually if you want. So yeah, so we got this. All right, so the next thing we're going to do now is just bring in our images. Simple as that. All right, so to do that, like I said, we're just going to create a clipping mask. Each of these layers we've created, immediately you click on it. I believe if you're using any recent version of Photoshop, maybe from Photoshop 2022 till now, 2025, whenever you click on a layer right here, it changes to it under it changes it shows you the layer here on the layer channel. All right, so now I'm just going to click on my first layer, which was the first layer we created, which was white, and yeah, I'm going to bring in my first picture. Consider the fact that I'm using 10 slots. Should I call it slots? Yeah, 10 slots, not 14 anymore. I'm just going to carefully make sure I'm having the right choice of pictures to go. So yeah, I'm just gonna, don't forget, anytime you place a picture on a layer, you right click, then you take a clipping mask just to make sure it stays, it doesn't extend, so yeah. And just so you know, I really don't have any particular reason for choosing, these images I chose. If you all are following me on my Instagram page, Domiguez JNR, you realize that I have like probably hundreds of artworks there, and a lot more I'm actually still working on that I haven't even uploaded on my social media pages. But yeah, you guys should go through my social media pages and let me know, man. Layers everything in Photoshop, guys. If you don't understand using layers in Photoshop, then you're pretty much going to be lost, because you need to understand and have a perfect mastery of layers to be able to comfortably not just design, but sometimes identify when your design has some kind of an error, and you could just quickly identify whatever error you're making or you've made just by going through your layers. So yeah, we have it, guys. There we go. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna add a vector max to the whole thing, because I want the down section to be a little bit dark. So let's see what that is. Yeah, man, this works. Let's see that. Try to duplicate this. Now, I always advise to always save your project. When you're working on Photoshop, always make sure you save your project files as often as possible. It's a priority, guys, because if not, a lot could go wrong. A whole lot could go wrong. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and turn off these grid lines, you know. So I'm just gonna go ahead and turn off these guides, you know. Clear guides, yeah. So I'm just gonna clear guides. Okay. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and add some special kind of effect, you know, something to just make it stand out, make it pop. So I'm just adding a casual drop shadow effect. Alright, there we go, guys. You have yourself a YouTube background banner design. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, to my YouTube channel and follow me on all social media platforms, and kindly turn on the notifications bell to get updated anytime I upload a new video. See you next time. Keep thinking original. Bye.